Hi, everyone. My name is Bruce. A lot of you know me. Welcome to another episode of the TabsFolders Show. And with me, I have to my right, Camille, and the founder of TabsFolders. Hi, Camille. How you doing?
Very good, Bruce. And glad to be here. Glad to be on the show this week. Looking forward to giving some great news about some new features we released. So feeling good. And yourself, Bruce, how are you doing?
Cannot complain. Cannot complain. Been busy. It's been crazy busy over here. It's almost like COVID doesn't exist over here in Los Angeles. So, for those of you that have been suffering out during the past holiday season, we want to say, hope you get well, and our prayers are out to all of you. Okay, so on that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Camille, we had some updates that we wanted to cover, and let's go ahead and get started. And guys, like usual, don't forget that up top here, you'll see the QR code regarding all of today's information and assets. Let me put that up for you now. So if you're watching on your computers, go ahead and scan that with your phone, and then you'll get a copy all of websites, photos, PowerPoints that are pertaining to today's live stream. That is powered also by TabsFolders. So Camille, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. So today we have some great news as per our roadmap that we were promising. Earlier in the week, we released SMTP email sharing for Cname. So the prior week we released the ability to share links with your own Cname domain, and now we added the SMTP setup so that you can send emails from your own domain or your own email address to your users when you share links. And so wanted to give a quick demo of how to set that up and how to use it in TabsFolders. I'm just adding my screen here. So first from TabsFolders, let me switch here. So this is a TabsFolders interface in your browser. To set up the SMTP and Cname sharing, you first click on the TabsFolders icon and then click on the Options button. This opens up the options screen for you here. And when you scroll down all the way to the bottom, the screen, the text, the font is very big for the live stream. So we have to scroll down quite a bit. But here is the setup. Basically, it looks like this. And first, you click on the plus sign to the right to add the Cname. And it can be, links, yourdomainname.com. And then you have to configure your domain in your domain hosting provider, so your DNS service provider. I think we went over that in the last show. But if you need any help on doing that, there is a support article when you go to support.tabsfolders.com. Actually, I think I have it open. Here we go. We have it open here. It instructs you, gives you this the instruction list on how to add the Cname and how to configure it with your DNS provider. Here we have a screenshot from I believe it's namecheap.com on how you set up the domain service on their website. And after you've set that up, you can then click the little post or the little letter icon to set up your SMTP or mail configuration. In the mail configuration, you type your server here, the server name. So we're using gmail.com, the port that the SMTP server connects to. Then this is the username and then the password. And right here is what you want the emails to go out as, so that your users who you send emails to will see this from email address in the email sent from TabsFolders. Then once you click the little check mark, let me just scroll this down a bit. Once you click the check mark, there will be two things that you will see. or one of two things. Let me scroll on here. The one of two things, it would be a green little box right here stating that everything went fine and your SMTP server is connected, or you will see a red box like this. You can see a red box like this because some SMTP servers have a kind of double or extra security enabled for OAuth access only. Gmail is one of these services. So to use the SMTP setup with Gmail, you need to go into your Gmail account and turn off the OAuth security, or turn on allowing less secure apps. You do this by opening your Google account configuration. Let me switch to this window to make it a little bit bigger. Then you click on your security button and you scroll down to less secure app access and you turn it on. This is specifically for Gmail, but other service providers like Zoho and most other SMTP server providers, you don't have to do this. TabsFolders will automatically connect with them correctly, and the setup will work right away. So that it's just for some service providers like Gmail that you have to set this up when you see this little red box. Now, once everything has worked correctly, you get a green box there on the email setup. You click on go back to TabsFolders and you click on the share that you want to send to somebody. And you have two options here. You can send it from your again, from TabsFolders.com, and it'll go out the standard with the from the TabsFolders email address using the TabsFolders domain, or you can switch to the Cname that you've configured with your email server. Then you simply click Share by Mail, enter an email address, whatever you know, sharing or my friend at TabsFolders.com, or whatever at mydomain.com, and you click the send button to send your email. Pardon, I seem to have gone offline with my browser, so that you'll get this little error message if you're offline. We're back on. So let me try this again. Share by email, put in your domain, and then click send. Now, I haven't entered the email address, so I mean the password, so give me a second to remove my window, enter the password to actually show you the actual configuration, because I can't be showing my Gmail password on the video. So let me just configure the mail, and
hey, Praveen.
There we go. Added it back
hey,
to the
Bruce.
stream. So again, click the share by email, and let's put this as live stream 2022 at TabsFolders.com, and click the send button. Oh, there we go, link sent. I apologize, my browser is a little bit overloaded right now, so it's disconnecting, but there you go. So the email has been sent from the domain, which was Gmail test account for Gmail. Even though it's a test account, still had to put the password behind the scenes, because don't want the password to be on the live video. But anyway, so the email went out not from TabsFolders.com, but from the gmail.com address that I specified in the SMTP configuration here. As you see, it's now been minimized, but it's been minimized, but I'm still getting issues connecting. So apologies for that. I'll have to reduce my video bandwidth now to get my machine to not be as overloaded. But anyway, coming back, so SMTP and Cname is configured and working. And as promised, we released it, those were the first two features that we were planning on releasing, Cname and SMTP. And now we are getting back to full-time kind of work with TabsFolders 2.0, which, I mean, Cname and SMTP are part of 2.0, but with TabsFolders 2.0, I mean the video, the UI update, tags, team folder sharing, and notes. So the UI is coming along really well, and we will be rolling it out by the end of March of 2022. So in about 2 months. So looking forward to that, to be demoing that in the near future on another live stream.
Perfect. Awesome. So the main feature that we're discussing, guys, that rolled out was SMTP, and we went through the basic setup process. Before we move on, Camille, and I'll let everybody know, guys, also part of today's show is that you can win a free lifetime deal. So what we normally do in the past, right, that it'll still be active, is that if you leave a comment, you could win a lifetime deal. Okay, fine. And I said, Camille, whatever happened to having people come on the show, having them come on camera and have them give us their feedback instantaneously? Well, guys, that's back, right? So down at the very bottom, sorry, Brafine, I'm gonna scoot you out of the way there, right? Give me just 1 second. Boom. Okay. So right down to here, you'll see the join link, and it will be tabsfolders.com/show right there. So click on that link, and then you'll be able to join us on camera, and we'll do a little roundtable with you, getting some feedback for the platform, and we'll give you a lifetime deal. Now, if you also leave comments, guess what? We're still going to hold that raffle at the end of the week, at the end of the live stream. So there's multiple ways, and if you don't want to play the raffle, you just want to get a free lifetime deal, just come on camera and give us your feedback. So thank you very much for that. Camille, sorry for the little interruption there, but go ahead and continue.
No worries, Bruce. Well, I mean, as you mentioned, that's it for the SMTP and Cname display. The one thing that I can maybe add is about the support page, and so let me add that to the stream. We have a full support page for SMTP sharing and Cname. If you simply go to support.tabsfolders.com and type in Cname or SMTP, there you go. Both help articles are there to walk you through the process exactly of how to set it up. If you have any questions, however, we're always available on our support chat, which you can find in the little window here. So just open this little icon, the smile icon there on the right. If you click on that, you can send us a support request, and we answer those as soon as we are reachable or available. But we always get to you to answer any questions you may have if something is not clear or if it's not working. As usual with new features, sometimes there was a question from a user that I received just before the live stream, asking if our SMTP works with Amazon SES, simple email sending service. To be honest, we haven't tested it with Amazon. We tested it with Gmail and Zoho as the two providers. But if there's any providers that the SMTP setup doesn't work with, just let us know, and we'll investigate and obviously fix release a fix to set it up so that it works. But the SMTP service should work with all servers that we know of. With services like Gmail, I mentioned, that use the OAuth technology of a method of authentication. There you have to kind of allow older programs to communicate. But most services on the internet, if you get the configuration from their website, if it's port 465 for SMTP, SSL, and TLS, we support a lot of protocols. So we should connect with 90, 95, 99% of the servers out there without any issues.
Perfect. You had mentioned that you also had people that were giving you questions. Do we have some more questions that we could answer from people that are coming up, like inside the Facebook group, inside support chat, via email?
Yes, we do. I have a few questions that have been coming up from users in the past couple of weeks that I wanted to get to. So let me start by a little funny one that came up last week. And it was a question of whether Cname support is available yet. And so the answer to that one was pretty short. Yes, we released it 2 weeks ago and announced it on, again, Facebook, on our Facebook group, etc. And in our notifications pop up on TabsFolders, where you have all the latest information about releases. Let me maybe add that. I'll show everybody here. If you click on this little bell icon, it takes you to all the latest information about TabsFolders, all the releases with the information. Again, what was released, bug fixes, new features, with the support articles linked right there, where you can get information on how to use the new features. So Cname has been released for the first question as SMTP. The next question that came in was something like this, that user seems to have trouble redeeming the AppSumo codes, and they're saying that TabsFolders is returning an error. So this is something that happens if you're trying to add, let me add my screen again. If you're trying to add some promo codes, there we go, and you click add promo code. You guys aren't seeing this window because it's a pop-up, unfortunately. So when you click on the TabsFolders icon, this one will be tough to demonstrate. So let me speak about this. When you click on TabsFolders icon, there's a pop-up that pops up with the promo code, to add promo codes.
You're talking about inside the Chrome extension itself?
When you click on the Chrome, no, when you click on your browser, there's a TabsFolders icon. I believe, let me try.
The icon in the browser.
Yes.
Isn't that the Chrome extension itself?
Yeah, so it's the Chrome extension, but technically that's part of the browser. But when you click it, yes, the TabsFolders, the extension menu pops up. So let me see if I can I'll just move my window and see if I can share my entire screen, and it'll be easier to view. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Entire screen. There we go. Hopefully, my computer right now is in repairs, and so I'm using a backup, here, which is a little bit slower. There we go. Okay, so it's working. So when you click on the TabsFolders icon here, then you get your add promo code menu option.
Right.
Okay. Okay, no, my computer is not handling it. It's losing connection to the server. It's just too slow. Let me try and reconnect. No, I have to switch back to the. I can't do full screen sharing. It's slow, unfortunately. Apologies. Next week, I hope my computer will be back from service. But
Camille, I can share my screen if that might help.
If you could try that, that would be great, Praveen.
Yes, definitely. I'll try that right now. Let's see. Share screen 2.
Oh, Chenna asks, Cname, can it actually be any text, or does it need to be an actual website URL? I was like, well, it doesn't need to be technically a website URL. It could be just an email address attached to a domain.
No, so it's not email. I think with Cname, it's the forward, the forward part of your domain name. So you need to set that up in your domain name configuration. If you can set that up so it points to TabsFolders.com as per the setup that we showed on your DNS provider, then whatever name you put there or text, it should work because your DNS provider will be forwarding that.
Thank you, Camille.
Okay, Camille, this is what you wanted?
Yep.
Yes. So if you, we seem to be having an issue.
There we go. Add promo code. Is that where you want me to go?
Yeah. If you could click that. So here, when you type your promo codes in here and you click save, sometimes users click the save button, twice, that you click it, faster than the server can respond. And then, so you're sending that promo code twice to the server, and the server is actually validated it the first time. And then when you send it the second time, the server, responds, your codes are already used up. And so that's the error that some people were getting, and we're working on fixing that in the future release. So basically, the server doesn't allow you to click that button twice. But in the meantime, some users were getting this error that they submitted, they clicked the save, and they clicked it twice. And so the server was coming back with an error that your codes are already used up.
I could see why. I mean, there's no UI indication that the codes have been accepted or that they have been submitted, right?
No, so, there is. It's just it takes like sometimes a couple of seconds if the server is really busy, like a second or 2 seconds, and users just click it twice right away. So again, we're the UI confirmation is there. It just takes some time, and therefore that's something we're definitely working to fix. It's obviously a UX issue, even though because if it returned instantly, then it wouldn't be an issue. But sometimes since it takes like a second or two, then it is an issue. And as you say, Bruce, that there is no UI indication in essence that the users don't see any status change of submission. So yes, we're working to fix that issue because as we see, sometimes if a user has a slower internet connection, etc., then they might run into this issue because of a time delay when connecting to the server. So thank you, Praveen, for that screen share. Let me, I'll get back to sharing my my window, just in the window, and then I think my computer will be able to handle that without sharing the full screen. Window.
And while you're bringing that up,
there we go.
We have another question. Nicholas, thank you for joining us. It's been a little bit, my friend. Can we get a glimpse of the forthcoming interface? We've had that shown here on the show on previous weeks. Camille, do you have that queued up by any chance?
I think
actually, I think I have one. I have an older screenshot I can show.
I have it here, just showing it. So this is part of the new, the zoomed in part of the TabsFolders UI. I don't think I have selected the full screen, of the new UI, but I think on the next show we'll do a presentation of the of the UI that's prepared and what we can show and what we kind of don't want to show until it's released. There's some things I guess we don't want to be public before they are published. So what we can show, I'll make a note to prepare something that we can show for you, Nicholas, and the rest of the user base on the next show in 2 weeks.
Perfect. Nicholas, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. We're going to expand on that a little bit further too, so please stick with us and come back in a week or two. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Nicholas. Buddy, we got to hook up again. It's been a little bit since we spoke, so don't be a stranger. Reach out to me if you can, and we'll connect up. It's been a little bit. Thank you.
Next, we have another support request, and this one is a little bit trickier. So there was a user who said that they're trying to delete folders, but they think there's a bug that they can't delete a specific folder. And in this case, we worked with the user. There was an issue that they had run out of hard drive space on their computer, and the TabsFolders wasn't able to kind of write to the database, to your local database. Because when you connect, when your browser connects to the TabsFolders server, it pulls down all your bookmarks, all your saved bookmarks, session, etc., to your local hard drive. And your browser has to have space to be able to write those to your local hard drive, because then it works locally, and whatever changes it makes, it first writes them locally and then writes them to the server. Actually, it writes them both kind of at the same time, but the UI on the browser works with your local copy of the data. So if your browser if your computer runs out of storage space, you may run into issues like this. And if something like this happens, then actually we urge you to just get in touch with us, and we will verify that everything is correct on the server side. You basically can just refresh the extension, like log out and log back in when you have enough hard drive space. But if something strange like this is happening, we do urge you to get in touch with us, because sometimes there is a bug that we actually do want to find and fix, so that it's a better user experience for all of our users. Thank you. So next we have a question of how do I change my email address? And same thing in TabsFolders 2.0, we will be moving hopefully away from custom email addresses and adding more services. Currently we have Facebook, but we plan on adding Gmail and Twitter login, so that you'll be able to log in with different service providers, so that it'll be easier to use, to change your email, etc., very easily, as you know already those service providers, and don't have to go through TabsFolders. But currently in TabsFolders, the account is locked. When you create your email address, it's your kind of username. They're both the same thing. So to change it, you actually do have to contact us, support, and just send us a quick note that you'd like to change your email address, and then we will arrange you with it we will arrange it with you over chat to get it to change the email address with the proper security procedures in place to get that accomplished.
Perfect.
Another one that's related to email, and this is passwords. So all of the time, since you have a password, you can sometimes forget what it is. If you don't use a password management tool, which, as we mentioned, TabsFolders is planning to add in the future. And so this, for this, you can do this through the system to change your password. And the way you do this is, let me just share my screen. You click on TabsFolders. Actually, let me click on this menu here so that people can see. And you click Log Out. And then you go to the login page. And here you type your email, something like test@email.com. And then once you typed your your email, which is your user login name, you will this reset password link or your password icon shows up, which also has the reset password link to reset your password. You just click on this, and then TabsFolders will send an email with the password reset link to your to the email address that you typed above, which is your account. That, of course, it has to exist in the system. Some users have reported that they never received the email. This could be that your spam filter blocks it, or your service provider spam filter blocks it. Like sometimes, Outlook 365, they have a very aggressive spam filter, and they may block some of these emails. So if that happens, if you don't receive your password change email within 2 minutes maximum, within 2 minutes it should reach your servers in any scenario. Just contact us over chat, and we will help you, resolve the issue. We will resend the email from a different email address. Of course, validate that it's you who's requesting the email address change. But if the email doesn't reach you, just give us a shout, and we can help you change that if your service provider is blocking the emails for some reason.
Got it. We did have a message or question that came up from Chenna regarding SMTP. So he's going to be using Gmail. When using Gmail as SMTP, you're just adding a CName next to the part as a shared URL as a domain, as in Gmail is sending the email. In this case, there's no configuration involved in the domain settings, right?
At SMTP, yeah. There shouldn't be. Well, they're actually linked. So I guess we've set it up that you set up a CName first to then send the email. So technically, though, you can type anything in the as in you can type a domain in the CName field, and if you don't set it up in your service provider, the links won't work. So SMTP is kind of linked to Cname currently. That right. If you're sending emails from, let's say, chenna.gmail. Yourdomain.com, or sorry, if you want emails from that domain, then we want you to set up Cname so that the sharing is also coming from that domain. If this is an issue, I guess this is a use case we didn't really think of, then maybe we will separate the two and allow users to use an email, email separate from the domain.
Right, which makes sense because you'll have more and more people who want to use like a free account like Outlook.com or YahooMail.com or something, where they can't necessarily edit the domain or the DNS settings.
True. Well, as in the email will still work. It's just, I guess we were looking at users. We thought users would be tying sending an email with a domain, Cname domain that they want to share from. But it seems a use case has come up where this may not be the case. So we'll definitely look at how we may separate the two. I guess the UI issue is that if you have more than, let's say, in the future, if we implement more than one CName, then it'll get confusing as to Cname you're sharing from and what SMTP, that you'd have to take both, which we'll have to kind of think about how to solve that issue with this solution, with this use case. But thank you for bringing it up, Jenna. We'll definitely take a look.
Appreciate it. Yeah, he says yes. It would be helpful. Cname and SMTP should be separated. Chenna, thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. You should come on the show. You give us good feedback every week, right? Come on the show. We'll give you a free lifetime deal license. All right, moving on. One of my fans, and also one of my good friends, Mr. Long. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. We'll reconnect. I know you gave me a call, but give me a few days and I'll get back to you. Thank you very much. We also have a Facebook user. Thank you very much for the great job, guys, and for the excellent news. Now, guess what? We would use this as a way to register you as part of the giveaway, but you haven't given StreamYard permission, so that way we can see your name and your face. So please give StreamYard permission by going to StreamYard.com/Facebook, so that way we can enter in your comment as part of today's giveaway. Thank you very much for that. And that goes to everyone else watching too. All right. Camille, next question.
Next question is a very interesting one that I wanted to answer. For some of our Douglas Adams fans, they'll know what the question is. But the question is, what is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? And the answer to that is the number 42, as in Earl Grey, Harrod's Earl Grey blend number 42. This is the tea that Douglas Adams was drinking when he wrote that book, and this is his favorite tea. That's why he wrote that this is the answer to the universe. A little bit of happiness with just a cup of tea that we all can share. I'm actually drinking Earl Grey right now.
I'm kind of jealous. I've not had Earl Grey in quite some time. So yeah.
Excellent. So in the actual show links, or the when you click on the or scan the QR code there, you actually have a link to the Harrod's Earl Grey number 42 blend that's available from the Harrods store, in case you're a Douglas Adams fan and wanted to drink some of the tea that he actually drank writing the book. So just a little.
Camille, that's funny that the moment we started talking about that, we got a few likes and hearts for that in the stream. So that was kind of funny.
Excellent. Glad people like the book. It's a great book. The British TV show was quite fun, and the movie, of course, was hilarious. So it's a very great piece of art.
And then whenever you're ready, I'm good to go on the giveaway.
Let's go ahead with the giveaway.
Perfect. Just one sec, guys. We'll go ahead and share the stream here. All right, let's see who today's winner is. Nicholas, all right. Thank you very much for joining us today, Nicholas. Go ahead and leave a comment on or a message to us on the Facebook chat of the Facebook page for TabsFolders. Any one of the team members will go ahead and help you out with that. Appreciate that. And again, thank you for joining us on today's live stream.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Congrats to Nicholas. Congrats to Nicholas.
Congrats, and yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Looking forward to sending you the codes that you've just won.
All right. You are very welcome, Nicholas. Nicholas says, thank you very much. You are very welcome, sir. Very welcome. See, it pays off. It pays off to tune in and joining us and leaving a comment and interacting. There you go.
Okay.
So I'll put something out there because, Camille, you and I were talking about it. How would the people be interested in something like Crazy or Insane? But, it's not done over just a 1 week participation, but something that's built over time so people can earn a 10-week code or a 10 LTD code giveaway, right? I like that idea. I wonder how everyone else is going to feel about that. So over the next week or two, let us know how you feel about that in the comments. It'll be like a multi-week participation, so that way you guys could win 10 lifetime deals, part of your, your agency stack or team stack or business stack of lifetime deal codes for Tabs folders. Let us know what you think about that, guys. That's something that we're kind of trying to formulate how we would put that together. If there's any interest at all, please let us know. Praveen, you're talking too much, buddy. I got to ask you to shut up. You're just talking way too much.
Sorry, Bruce. It was a really late night with a lot of work, as you're aware. So I'm a bit tired to participate too much today.
No worries. No worries.
No worries, Praveen. Glad that you were able to join us and be on the show and help out. So definitely glad that you're on the show with us every time we air, and I'm looking forward to having you with us next week when you are feeling better. Hopefully, it's
thank you.
Just a little
and I believe we're actually moving our show schedule to every other week now. Is that correct?
Yes, every 2 weeks. Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you already announced that, or did you already announce that before I came on?
No, we didn't. So thank you for bringing that up.
Sure.
Yes, we've moved to every 2 weeks so that we can prepare. I guess every week there wasn't as much news. So right now we're looking at a 2-week schedule so that we can have information that we can share, as in updates about TabsFolders that are relevant. And we're also working on trying to spruce up the show with engaging content. So I think 2 weeks will give the users or the viewers more value in the quality of the show.
Okay, great.
All right, guys. That's a good point to end things. Don't forget, if you want to get access to all of today's content, links, and resources, just go ahead and scan this if you're on your desktop. I think we also have the shortcut. Let me put that up on the screen. Let's see. We have our Shorby menu, which I'll put down at the bottom. And this is the URL pertaining to today's QR code. It's just going to be easier, guys. Just scan the QR code. Yeah. It's just easier to do that. And we'll do that every week, right? So every show. So every time that we finish up with a show, all of the assets pertaining to that show will be available for you guys to play with and interact with. I know that was big like a couple weeks ago where Camille was talking about productivity hacks, and a lot of people wanted to read up on those articles and take some of the screenshots that he had, and they wanted them themselves. Perfect. That's what this is for. This is a tabs folder menu of all of the relevant links pertaining to each show. So, Camille, thank you very much for putting that together. And, guys, that wraps up today's show. Everyone keep social distancing in mind. Wash your hands, and we'll see you guys on the next show in 2 weeks.
See you soon, guys. Thank you.